Good morning and welcome. This year I've had zero motivation to go out and work in the yard, and now the weeds have taken over. We're having a war and the weeds are winning. So I've decided to see if artificial intelligence can help me. I've asked ChatGPT for motivational tips to help weed the front yard, and it came up with 6 suggestions. The first suggestion was to reframe it. Instead of thinking, oh, I've got to go out there and do that, tell yourself, oh, I get to go out and exercise in the outdoors. And I'll feel so much better when it's done. And won't it look nice? Just change the narrative. The second tip is to try the 10-minute rule. Just tell yourself you're going to do it only for 10 minutes. You just can do it for 10 minutes and then you can stop. And chances are once you get into 10 minutes, you'll keep going. The third tip is reward yourself. Listen to some music, your favorite music, a podcast, or promise yourself a snack or a nice cold drink when you're done. Does Pinot Grigio still count as a cold drink? I think it does. The fourth tip is to take before and after photos. You'll feel much more inspired if you see visual progress. And the fifth tip is just suit up. Go put your gardening clothes on and tell yourself you're not committed to anything. You're just going to put your gardening clothes on. And then once you have your gardening clothes on, you'll probably go out and do something. And the sixth tip was get a buddy to help you. I can tell you right now that one's not going to happen. So now we're back down to 5 tips. ChatGPT also suggested a 3-day program with a schedule for each day. So starting tomorrow, we're going to start with day 1. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with. Here's the front porch. Lots of bird seed and stuff. My phony Dollar Tree plant, because the real one kept blowing in the strong winds. And then we move to the yard itself. This is a butterfly tree, I think that is. And you can kind of see what we're dealing with here. 2 of the 3 lavender plants got harvested this year. Not this one. This one looks like somebody sat on it. But these are the weeds we're talking about. These guys right here. They're the worst offenders, and they're the ones. But we have a lot of just grasses and other weedy junk that's tons and tons and tons of weeds. A very pretty red bud tree. More grass, more weeds. An empty water bath. Nice Japanese maple in between the weeds. Something that looks like it died. These need water. This looks almost like a tree, but it's just weeds. Weeds, weeds, weeds. Okay, it's day 1 and we're going to do this. The title of today's challenge is Just Get Started. The goal is to build momentum, and it says to focus on just one area, the front porch, the walkway, a part of the garden that will have the most visual impact. We're supposed to set a timer for 30 minutes, and when the timer goes off, we stop, even if it's mid-task. So I think we can do 30 minutes. Let's go. Well, the timer went off, 30 minutes are up. I'm not sure ChatGPT understood how many weeds I was talking about, but we've made some progress, although I feel we're still at the tip of the iceberg. We'll see what day 2 and 3 bring. I'm gonna go have a drink. Bye. So today's challenge is to expand the zone. We're supposed to do what we did yesterday, but in an adjacent area, and to shoot for 30 to 45 minutes. They also suggested you might want to listen to music or a podcast. I'm going to listen to my book on tape, and you're supposed to fill up a bin. My bin's pretty big, but we'll see how long that takes. So here we go with day 2. Okay, that's 45 minutes, 2 chapters in my book, and a full bin. Day 2 done. See you tomorrow. Okay, we've made it to day 3. Day 3 is detail and edge work, 20 to 30 minutes. Make it look polished. Clean up the edges, the sidewalks, garden bed, fences, and pick out any missed spots. Well, about half the yard is still a missed spot. So this is going to be a longer day, I think, but we'll see how far we get. I've got my earbuds. The audiobook part worked well the other day, and we'll see how this goes. So am I done? No. Did I make progress? Yeah, a lot of progress. I think there's probably another day or two's worth left to do, but definitely made progress. So was ChatGPT motivational? I think it was. It was nice to have a day-by-day plan. Could I have written that myself? Sure, but I didn't. So it made it kind of fun. And would I use it again to tackle another project? I think I would. It was kind of fun. So thanks for joining me. See you the next one.